Hey, good morning. How are you? Round 2 of going live. We had some technical issues before, but we're going live now again. So if you guys are live, you guys should see that live icon right on your device. So comment the word live if you guys can see that. If you guys end up watching the replay at some point, comment the word replay and let me know. And you're gonna have to give me a second here because I'm gonna pull up lots of great information for you guys today and make sure you guys have everything you need to get rocking with NowOS, guys. And like I said before, there's 3 specific things that we're gonna be going over today. One is the system overview. 2 is a tool feature, something that we're gonna be specifically talking about in the NowOS functionality, right? And then 3, we'll do a Q&A. And of course, I want to wait till the very end to do a Q&A. And for whatever reason, guys, if you guys didn't catch when I was live earlier and trying to explain everything, hopefully we can get this to do everything that it needs to do here, because I got lots of great information to share with you guys, and I want to pull all of that up so you guys can see that here. I just need a second to get going with that. And I did reboot my Mac here, so hopefully everything will be coming in loud and clear and all the way that it needs to, and all that other sort of good stuff here. So as we're getting this rolling here, just hang with me one sec. Now, one of the things that I want to do is, first and foremost, I want to explain how we came into NowOS, okay? Now, before I do that, really quick, let's just make sure that everything is working the way that it needs to. If you guys can see and hear me okay, give me a 2 in the chat. Let's get some engagement going. Let's get some people chatting. Let's get maybe some likes going. Let's get some people seeing this live so we can let people know that we're here and we're rocking out today, guys. Okay, so if you guys can see and hear me okay, just drop a 2 down in the chat, okay? And now, that being said, NowOS, what exactly is NowOS? This idea came from me working with Joel literally over the last several years, okay? I've been with Joel, I've been with GVO, with all these other opportunities since 2017. So for those of you guys that don't know me, don't know who I am, all that other stuff, I've been with this company and everything for many, many years now. And the goal here in my thought process, and this is what we originally talked about back in February. I had a meeting with Mike, who works with Joel. Mike's been working for Joel for many, many years, and I had a meeting with okay, you guys can see me, hear me, awesome, cool, perfect, good to know that everything's rocking and rolling here. I'm also going to drop the old everyone tag here. Let everybody know, live now, join in. All right, there we go. Cool. So we talked about the various products that GVO has. You got VidUber, you got Backup, you got Now Lifestyle, you got SendShark, you got all the things, and you can use all those things individually. You can get great results. You can do all that. But if you're going to use those and promote those on their own, you can hit some singles. So I'm going to use baseball terms here. You can hit some singles. You can drive in some runs. You can win some games, right? But what would happen if you had all of those? And this is the idea that we had back in February. I said, what if you had all of those in one spot, and instead of hitting a single, you hit a grand slam, right? Because you had everything under one roof. And as a marketer, for me, I always thought to myself, hey, what would I want all in one spot that I could use and have easily accessible? So, that way it would be easy for me to run my own business. What would that look like? So that's where we came up with the idea for NowOS. Everything under one roof, easily accessible. The average person can, plug in, have everything they need all in one spot. When I looked at what I was doing, I was paying for 2 email autoresponders, okay? I was paying for video hosting, conference software, integration tools, all these things that cost me thousands of dollars per month. And now they're all in one spot, all inside of your NowOS back office. So we wanted to have something simple and easy for you guys to use. Now, what I'm going to do now is I want to go through a quick, where are we here? I'm going to grab my right link. Quick overview of the NowOS back office. And then I'm going to dive into what I want to talk about today, which is one of the anchor tools inside of NowOS, and that is Marco Max. Okay. I hope all of you guys are using Marco Max. I hope all of you guys are all in and have access to Marco Max, because it is a game changer. It's a game changer for you and your business. It really, really is. So let me share my screen. And of course, guys, if you have questions, and like I mentioned in the other live, every single time we go live, especially on Fridays, guys, it would always behoove you to have a pen and paper handy. I know we got Tissa watching right now. You can ask Tissa. Tissa's been on many of my trainings before. I'm always going to drop knowledge bombs. I'm always going to drop some things. I want to give you guys tangibles. Okay? I dare you to comment the word tangible. Can you spell it correctly? Drop the word tangible. I'm always going to give you something that you could take away that you can apply into your business literally starting today. Okay? So my goal is to give you something that give you a takeaway. So comment the word tangible, comment the word takeaway, drop a comment. Let's get the engagement going here, guys. Let's rock out. So let me share my screen here. Let me flip this around. And what we're doing right now is we're looking at your current NowOS back office. So the first thing we want to do, especially compared to all the other systems out there, we want to make it simple and clean. We didn't want any fluff up here. Unless you're just a monthly member, you'll probably see a countdown timer up here if you guys just got started. Okay? Now, when you guys first get started, there's a couple of videos here. One is the welcome video, simple, easy to follow video that explains how this whole flow right here works. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. And then there's a taking action video, okay? Taking action video. And the reason that I put this in here is because sometimes people were going through, and when you guys were setting up your blog page, right? When you guys were setting that up, you guys were getting stuck because, you know, if you look at your blog and you had to use like a third-party DNS, like a GoDaddy DNS, some of you guys were getting a delay. You know, maybe it was 12 hours, 24 hours, a few hours, and some of you guys were saying, hey, now I got to wait to promote. And it's like, no, you don't have to wait to promote. You could literally go right into your promo link section right here. You can grab your capture pages. You can grab your sales pages. You can grab any of the info that you need to get out there and start promoting. And by the way, if you guys haven't noticed this, there is a new capture page in here. So I want to give you guys an example. This is a tangible. This is something you guys can take away. This is something that you guys probably did not know. Okay, you have one of the main capture pages right here. As you guys can see, this is very much a make money online driven capture page. Okay, it's very make money online focused. All right, this is how I make money from my phone. Pays every Friday, $500 commissions, etc. Right? So that's very make money driven. So for you guys, if you guys want to go and you guys want to lead with money, this is a great capture page for you guys to use. Now to flip it around, if you guys want to lead with the tools and services and you guys want to lead, let's say you guys are, and let me just unshare here for a second. And this is why we did this, because this was an idea from another marketer. So shout out to Matt for coming up with this idea, because Matt said, hey, dude, like this NowOS system is killer. It's awesome. He's like, but I got other marketers that they have their thing. They don't need another business, but they need the system. They need the tools. So can we do another capture page that's tool driven, that is system driven? I said, sure. So we banged it out and here it is. So if you guys want to market, and you guys specifically want to focus on the tools, then you guys can use this capture page. So of course, both of these capture pages are in your reseller tools section right here under promo links. Okay. So again, you have the traditional make money online capture page. And then you have more of a system tool-driven capture page right here, okay? So this one focuses on the tools. Generate content, grow your audience, capture leads, automate follow-up. It's got some great information on the page here. So again, depending on the direction that you guys want to go in, you got that, okay, which is pretty cool. So if that makes sense, guys, comment makes sense. Let me know that you guys are smelling what I'm stepping in here, okay? Comment makes sense. Now, let's talk about the all-in product suite right here, okay? You got to be all in order to see the all-in product suite. This is where you have your video streaming. This is all of your hosting. So if you guys need to host videos, you guys are building out capture pages, or you guys need a video hosted somewhere, that's where the video streaming comes into play. You have your email autoresponder. And by the way, BT dubs, guys, your email autoresponder is different from your lead capture system. They are two separate things, okay? Just want to make sure you guys know and understand that. They are two separate things. But this is where you have a fully functional email autoresponder. You can tie this into other systems, like if you wanted to tie this into something like ClickFunnels or Kartra or any of that other page building systems out there. Okay, you can use API integration and all that fun stuff in there. I'm not going to dive into that. Then you got your landing page builder. This is where your page builder is. If you guys are familiar with things like Kartra or HBA or ClickFunnels or any of those other page builders, you have your own page builder now. You also have data storage. So this is, and for those of you guys that have Got Backup, or those of you guys that are familiar with Got Backup, this is basically like a mini version of Got Backup right here. Okay, so that's what that is. We built that right in there. And then of course you have your social media growth system. This is your Marco Max. I'm going to spend more time specifically talking about this because the two specific things that I want to talk about today that I really want to nail down and give you guys some understanding, some clarity around is number one, okay, Marco Max. Number two, branding. Okay, and branding is very, very, very important. So to know that you guys are smelling what I'm stepping in, comment branding down below. Comment the word branding. Okay, now inside of my business, okay, this is where your lead capture system is right here. So that's where your LCS. You guys are going to hear us refer to lead capture system and LCS a lot because the LCS specifically, this is tied to your capture pages. So when somebody opts in here, that's where the lead capture system comes into play. And that is specifically what I'm going to be talking about today on this training because I want to talk about some really cool ways that you guys can use the LCS and you guys can help increase your branding, okay, all combined with Marco Max and the other tools that you guys have available at your fingertips, okay? So we're going to dive into that here in just a second. But otherwise, guys, like that is just kind of a quick overview of everything. And by the way, we're going to be adding, give me 1 second here. Let me flip this around. We're going to be adding, and this is what I love about what we're building here with NowOS, guys. We're going to be adding more, lots of branding comments coming in there. Appreciate that. Ernie, Kathy, Brian, David, appreciate that. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Keep the engagements going. So if you guys want branding, we're going to talk about branding today. Branding is very, 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 very important. By the way, your Done For You blog page helps instantly brand you. But I want to talk about some social media branding today. So that's specifically what we're going to be talking about. But the great thing about what we're building here, guys, is how many of you guys know Alex Hormozy? If you guys know who Alex Hormozy is, put the name Alex down in the chat. Don't tag anybody named Alex. You don't have to do that. Just comment the word Alex down in the chat. If you guys know who Alex Hormozy is. If you don't, just say don't know or don't know. He is an incredible marketer. And I was reading one of his books one time. I think it's $1 million something. Anyway, I was reading one of his books and there was something that resonated with me. There was a phrase that resonated with me. And if you're smart, you may want to write this down. This is a takeaway. This is a tangible. This is why I say always have a notebook and a pen handy when we do these trainings. Okay. Alex has a phrase called make people an offer so good they feel stupid saying no. that's what we wanted to build out with NowOS. We wanted to make something so good, so much value. And you hear Joel say this all the time too. You know, if you want to create income, create value. If you want to create massive income, create massive value. Might want to write that one down too, right? And when we put together NowOS, we wanted to make people an offer so good that they felt stupid saying no, because there's so much value there. So inside of that, obviously we have conference softwares and email autoresponders, video hosting, data storage, all the things, right? But we're going to continue to add more and more tools and softwares inside of the all-in tool suite. There's more things that we're working on that you guys don't even know about that are going to get added into the all-in tool suite. So like NowOS we're in the infancy stage here, guys. This is just the beginning of what we're truly building with NowOS. It's going to get better and better and better. So coming down the road, don't ask me for a time frame because I don't know. It all depends on the dev team and us, getting all this stuff going. But we're gonna have video editors in there. We're gonna have other tools and softwares that will get added in there to make the system even more valuable, and it's gonna stay at the same price. Okay, which is really, really cool. Okay, so today let's talk about Marco Max. Now, if you guys don't have Marco Max set up, that's something that 100% you're gonna wanna do, and you're gonna wanna do like as soon as possible. Now, before you go, in order to use Marco Max, and I'm just gonna talk about Facebook today. I'm not gonna talk about linking TikTok or LinkedIn or any of the other social platforms. I'm just gonna specifically talk about Facebook, okay? In order to link Marco Max to Facebook, you guys have to have a Facebook fan page, okay? So not your own personal page, but a Facebook fan page. So in other words, actually, no, I don't want to go to this tab. So if I were to, I'll show you guys the difference, okay? So I'm going to pull up my personal page, and then I'm going to pull up my fan page so you guys can see the difference here, okay? So this is my personal Facebook page right here, okay? You can see it's got the blue check mark. This is the page that I use. So this is my personal page right here. I have some marketing stuff on there. I have a lot of personal stuff on there, but that's my personal page. And then I have a fan page that I linked off of my personal page. And this is my fan page right here. Okay, this is my fan page. All right. And this right here, this is 100% all business. All I use this for is business. And obviously you could see some of the videos, and I have Marco Max linked up here, and everything's ready to rock. Okay. There's also some key things that I hopefully you guys just saw. So if you guys need to link that up, if you guys have any questions on how to set up a fan page, right in your Marco Max section in your NowOS back office, right here, create a Facebook fan page. Facebook critical fan page optimization to get leads and sales. Okay? Some key things that you guys need to know. Also, how to set up a TikTok account, how to set up an Instagram account, how to set up ManyChat automation, all those things. And I'm going to drop a huge bomb. If you guys want a massive value bomb, you guys want a sneak peek at what's coming and what we're building out, do me a favor and comment the word value down below right now. All caps, comment value, and I'll let you guys know what's coming. The next feature that is going to be available for NowOS members, okay? So this video right here, this video is super simple, guys. It explains exactly how you connect Marco Max to your fan page, okay? And once you do, all right, once you guys go ahead and get everything set up, then you can have literally, guys, automated content, and you guys can see it right here. You have automated content going out to your social accounts. So for me, I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all linked to my Marco Max account. and I have content going out automatically for me every single day, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, so if you guys are not using this, you really should be using it, because it makes it super, super simple and easy for people to get content flowing to their socials right away without much effort, guys. Okay, but now let's talk about branding, and I don't want to dive too far into the particulars of Marco Max, because again, all of those things on how to use Marco Max, how to set everything up, how to set up your campaigns, how to set up your schedule and all that stuff. All of those things are literally covered in this video. So it's not going to make a whole lot of sense for me here to explain how to do something when that's what this video does. Okay? Really, really simple, guys. Okay? But what I do want to talk about is branding. So, and the key here, guys, is, let me just kind of unshare here for a second. The key here is, if you guys are going to start using the tools and features inside of NowOS, and Marco Max would be the first one that I would really set up and get going with, besides setting up your blog page. Obviously, that's a simple and easy one to do. But what I would do is I would get Marco Max going. If you don't have a fan page, I would get a fan page going right away. I would get Marco Max going right away. And once you start doing that, you're starting to build your brand. Okay, you're starting to build a brand. So you can have your blog page set up. That's part of your brand. You can have your fan page set up. That's part of your brand. Now, two other things. Now we're gonna peel back layers of the onion. Inside of your fan page, kind of picture, what I want you guys to do is I want you to picture your fan page as a funnel. Okay, and I got lots of value comments coming in. You guys want to hear that value bomb? Okay, so awesome. Look at all those comments, man. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Picture your Facebook fan page as a funnel, all right? And so what do I mean by that? All right, what we're trying to do is capture people's attention. Attention is the new currency right now, guys. And you guys know this. If you guys are ever on your devices, you're on your phone, you're scrolling, you're looking at TikTok, you're looking at YouTube, you're looking at Reels. Attention is the new currency. So let that be a huge, huge, huge takeaway for you guys. And I want you guys to comment that down below, and I want you guys to write that down. Attention is the new currency. So if you want to make money, it's really simple. You have to capture and keep people's attention. Hope that makes sense. Attention is the new currency. Comment that down below. You have to capture and keep people's attention. All right. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. So if you wanted to capture and keep somebody's attention, let's talk about your fan page now. Let's talk about having this be the start of the funnel. And you guys know what a funnel looks like, right? Picture the opening, a big wide opening, the beginning, the top of the funnel, okay? So this is my fan page right here. When someone goes to my fan page, what's the first thing they see? Boom, big old cover photo, right? Okay, did I make this? Yeah, I used ChatGPT and rocking, okay? So you're rocking and rolling here, you're doing your stuff, okay? That's your cover photo. The next thing people are gonna see, kind of inside of your funnel, so to speak here, is your profile picture, right? Now, as far as branding goes, it would be a really, really, really good idea for your cover photo, okay? And your profile picture to match, to be similar, to have a similar vibe, okay? And if that makes sense, guys, comment makes sense, because what you wouldn't want to do is have this be like totally abstract, weird stuff, and then have this be totally different, right? You want to make sure that your brand, okay, looks like a brand, right? Your brand literally looks like a brand. That's what you're going for. So then the next stop in your funnel, the next piece of information, okay, is your link, okay? and your content. Those are kind of like the next two phases inside of your social media funnel, right? You have your link right here. You guys can all see that, right? And then you have all of your content, right? You got all of your content right here, rocking and rolling and doing its thing, okay? And for people to go further down into the funnel, they're gonna click this link, okay? For me, it goes to the capture page. It goes to the NowOS capture page. That's where I go, okay? Now, that's all part of your brand. So I'm gonna give you guys two bonuses today, okay? Number one is I'm gonna give you guys the feature that NowOS is gonna be adding very, very soon. Number two, I wanna give you guys how to take your brand and elevate it even further. How to take your brand and elevate it even further using ChatGPT and NowOS. Okay, so let's talk about those two things. Okay, how to take your brand even further. Now, first and foremost, if you're like, hey, like, how do I create a cool photo like that? How did you create these photos? Where did I use Canva? No, I just went to ChatGPT and I said who I am, and Chat knows me very, very well because I've been using Chat for quite a while now. If you guys are not using ChatGPT on a consistent basis, you should be, okay? Let that be a takeaway. You guys, for your business, should be using ChatGPT all the time. If you're not, you got to ask yourself, why not, okay? So I used ChatGPT to come up with this cover photo. And then, so I created the cover photo first. And by the way, it was really, really simple, guys. I let ChatGPT know, I said, hey, I'm building out my fan page. I'm a digital creator. I have lots of experience. If you don't have experience, that's fine. I'm a digital creator, blah, blah, blah. I gave it the info. I said, create me a cover photo for my Facebook fan page, okay? Something that helps create an authentic brand, something that looks professional. And that's what Chat did for me. I then said, okay, great. Thank you for the cover photo. Now I need a profile picture. Take the same vibe and theme from my cover photo and create a circular profile picture. And within seconds, boom, I had a cover photo and I had a profile picture, okay? Now, let's take it a step further. Let's say that you guys are marketing away, right? You guys are out there and you're marketing and you're doing your thing and you're generating leads, right? Right? Yeah, I agree, Bruce. Bruce says Chat's his best friend and virtual assistant. And I mean, you can use it for so much, guys. You really can. It's so underestimated. So now let's take it a step further and talk about branding. So now let's say that you're using Marco Max and you're driving views to your fan page, right? Because you're using the videos, you're doing the things, and you're driving people to your fan page and people are clicking on your link and maybe they're opting in. And now you're starting to generate leads, okay? Now you're starting to generate leads. So let's come on over to the lead capture system here, guys, okay? Let's come on over here, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're going to send a broadcast, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys just an idea. I'm just gonna give you guys an idea. You guys can take it and run with it and do whatever it is that you guys wanna do, okay? But one of the things that I did, okay, and I'm gonna bring some information over here for you guys, okay, is I took, and I'm showing you guys inside my ChatGPT account right now. I literally took my cover photo, ready for this? I took my cover photo, wherever the heck it is, and I took my profile picture. Where did my mouse go? All right, hang on a second here. All right, and I uploaded them into Chat, wherever the heck they are. And I uploaded them into Chat. I have it in here somewhere. Anyway, you'll have to trust me. There it is. So I took my cover photo and I said, design me an email theme, an email template. Okay. If you guys want that, comment the word template, and I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing. Design me an email template built around my brand. My brand, okay, Infinite Wealth Academy, Daniel, etc. I said, build me an email template in HTML code, and that was the key there, HTML code that I can use for my brand that reflects this right here, that photo. And what chat did, it basically said, okay, hold my beer, right? And it gave me all of the HTML code right here, and I'll show it to you, all right? So now when I go to send out an email, and you can tell chat anything you want, what you want in the email, what you want it to say, all of the other things. So it gave me the code, and you don't have to know HTML code. You just need to know to ask for HTML code based on your brand. I just wanted my emails to match the same exact vibe of my Facebook fan page. So that way, when somebody opts in here, right, and they get my follow-up emails, it's gonna match this vibe. So now I come over here to the lead capture system, and I go right down here where you see the little HTML code doodad, source code, right? And then I just paste the code in, right? I don't have to worry about like knowing code or how to do code or whatever. And then I hit okay, and now look at that. You guys see that? Whoa, look at this email template right here. Look at the email template and look at my fan page. It all matches. It's all now part of my brand. So, and then I can come in here, and if I want to say like, hey, first name, the NowOS, right? The NowOS community is the best community online. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, I could send that email, but there, and you can see, and what I also did too, ready for this? In ChatGPT, inside of the code, you don't need to know any of this stuff. You just need to tell chat what you want. I'm linking this Facebook, ready for this? I'm linking this Facebook icon, wait for it, right back to my fan page. And it's in the code. I link that literally right back to my fan page, guys. So that's what we're doing right there. Now, let me ask you, basic question. Would that, all of that, somebody goes, now let's hypothetically say, somebody goes to your Facebook fan page and they see a great cover photo. They see a great profile pic. They click on your link. They opt in. Then they get an email from you. And in the email, it's branded just like your Facebook fan page. Would that help? Do you think that would help you and your leads? Do you think that would help your branding? Do you think that would help your credibility? Do you think that would help your authenticity? Do you think someone would now see you as a professional in the space? And the cool thing here, guys, is you could set all this stuff up in literally less than an hour. Like less than an hour, you can have a Facebook fan page built. You could have a cover photo taken care of. You can have your link on there. You can have your profile picture done. You can have an email template done. And you can do all of these things in under an hour. And you could have ChatGPT build it all out for you. Okay, so that's why all of this stuff, guys, like, you know, you'll see in these trainings on Fridays, guys, we're going to talk about chat a lot because it's such a great resource. And for a lot of you guys, it's free. For me, I use it so much, I got to do the paid version, but I don't really care because it's worth it. Okay, but that is a great way to increase your branding. So your cover photo, your profile picture, there's some similarities there. Another key thing here, guys, is make sure that you guys have your link on your Facebook profile, okay? Make sure you have your link on your profile because I see a lot of you guys building out fan pages and you guys are not, you're not putting your link right here. This link is going to get more clicks than anything else. So when people are going to check you out and you have this right here, now, yeah, you can down in here, you can have your link in the link section, but I'm telling you guys right now that you're going to get more clicks through here than you will anywhere else. Okay? Anywhere else. All right. So hopefully all that stuff makes sense, guys. But tie Marco Max, get a fan page, tie Marco Max to your fan page, set up a good professional cover photo, profile picture, link. Those are, if there were 3 things that you did on your fan page, that would be it right there. Okay, that would be it right there. Yes, Don, I already covered that. There are lots of trainings. There's 2 different spots for training, specifically when it comes to Marco Max. All of that is literally right here, right? Like this is how to hook. This first video right here is how to connect Marco Max, how to set everything up. Down below that, you have how to set up a fan page, critical things for a fan page, which is what I just talked about, which is your cover photo, your link, all those other things right there. That's in that video. You also have how to set up your TikToks and all that other stuff right there. Okay, so that's training. And then where a lot of people are skipping over, guys, is inside of Create Your Brand, you have the Post and Profit training here. This covers almost everything you need to know about starting from scratch. And you open up the very first video, okay? Post and Profit main page overview. Most people skip over these videos because they're just so anxious and so eager to get everything going. They're breezing past the information. And some of you guys even message me and you're like, how do I do this? And I'm like, oh, you mean the video that's right in your back office? That's how you do it. So all that stuff is here. Lots of great training all throughout here. Okay. Again, we wanted to have all the training all in one spot and simple and easy for you guys to go through and follow. Right. So like I said, every single week, guys, we're going to be right here giving you guys these trainings, talking about a featured tool. And what we're also going to do, and this is another great piece of feedback from you guys. I don't know if this was Brian or whoever this was, but said, hey, can you guys let us know ahead of time what tool you guys are going to feature so I can gather up some questions. And yeah, so next week, next Friday, we'll do that. We'll let you guys probably know by Wednesday what training we're going to do on Friday. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can come here with your questions locked and loaded, ready to go. So yeah, I agree, Ernie. Dave does a great job in the back office for sure. Dave does a great job. So let me just go over one more thing here, guys. And this is where, you know, I can tell some of you guys are, you know, some of you guys are skipping steps. And this is why I wanted to do this training today, because I don't want you guys skipping steps. I don't want you guys missing out here. So let me go through here and, you know, I track what you guys are doing. I see what you guys are doing. So I'm going to share my screen. I want to look at a couple of people's fan pages right here. So this follower right here, this creator went from 0 to over 5,000 followers just basically using Marco Max. But what's missing? What's missing right here? Okay. You guys know, you guys can see that. Comment and let me know. Put it in the comments right now. What's missing right here? Okay, what's missing? All right, I just talked about that. All right, what's missing? But awesome job. I mean, just epic results using Marco Max. This creator right here, boom. They got their link right there, which is awesome. Now, the one thing that I would suggest, okay, and this is going to go back to branding. Okay, this is going to go back to branding. This is very important. One thing you may want to think about. All right. Let's talk about your brand. You got your cover photo, you got your name, you got your profile picture, okay? And then you have a link. For your brand and for, you know, they don't have to be exact, but I would think about having your domain, having your link, your URL right here, kind of match the vibe you got going on. Okay. I would have all those things kind of tie in together. It's just going to help you overall in the long run. Okay. I would have your link, and I would also, this is a definite right here. I would have an actual registered domain name, preferably tied to your brand. So I could literally do like infinitewealthacademy.com, or I could do danielkump.com, or I could do whatever, copythispage.com. I've had that for years. So that's, I'm kind of using that. It's kind of part of my brand. But the point here, guys, is I would not have a big, long link. Let me see if I go back and find this here. I would not have a big, long link like this. That's just me. This is like, nazar.bossstreet.com, /get started -now, and then tracking. I would not have all that. I would have a branded, clean, simple link. Like as an example, if you had the 1%method.com right here, I mean, that would be money. That would be money. So I would think about the links that you guys have there, and does it relate to your brand? Like this here, this is a great job of awesome cover photo, awesome profile pic. The only thing I would just nitpick on there is just the domain. So again, kind of same thing here. Make money online, which is great. You got your profile pic in there, cover photo in there. I might try to tie those two together a little more. But again, this is a big, long, in my opinion, ugly link. I would have a branded link in there if it were me. Same thing here, big, long, ugly link. And think about it too, guys. If you're a lead, all right, let's go to one more. So this one makes a little more sense. The wealth frequency, right? The cover photo, the profile pictures match nicely, and this says wealth, Wealth's Incorporated, which ties into the wealth vibe. Okay, so it's matching. But think about this: like, if you're out there and you're trying to build a brand, and you're trying to, like, ultimately, what are you trying to do with your Facebook profile? What are you trying to do with your fan page? You're trying to capture a lead, and then ultimately you're trying to get a sale. I mean, that's the goal here, right? Drive traffic to your fan page, generate a lead, get a sale, right? So if a lead watches one of your videos and reels, and they go, hey, let me go check this person out, and they go over to your fan page, and the cover photo is not there, your profile is a gray silhouette, you're rocking the gray silhouette, are you going to generate that lead? What do you guys think? Are you going to generate a lead, right? If you're rocking a gray silhouette, if you have a crappy cover photo and a crappy profile picture, you're going to generate a lead. You might, but are you more likely to generate a lead? And these are all basic questions, guys. Are you more likely to generate a lead if you have a professional looking cover photo and a great profile picture and they match? Then the next step is when someone goes to click your link so you can generate that lead, right? If you have a big, long, ugly link in there, and it's, billybob.com /wickedcoolstuff / asterisk characters, blah, 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 and it's like this big, long, ugly link, are they going to be more likely or less likely to click on your link if it's a big, long, ugly link? You know the answer to that. Ask yourself that question. Are they more likely or less likely to click? Now, if it's a professional, tight-looking domain name, workwithbruce.com, growwithbrian.com, successwithdavid.com. Those links are a little more sexy. I would be more likely to click on those, if it were me, makemoneywithtissa.com. Like, think about these things, guys. Your domain, your URL, preferably should be 2 to 3 words, maybe 4 if they're really short words, but 2 to 3 words that are easy to remember. Okay? So in other words, if someone gets distracted and they jump off of Facebook and they go to Safari, or they go to Firefox, or they go to Chrome, and they go to type the domain name in, are they going to be able to remember the domain name, or be like, oh man, what was that long ass ugly link? What was that? No one's going to remember that. They're not. No one's going to remember your link if it's a big long ass ugly link. They're just not. But if you have a memorable domain, right? growwithdavid.com. Well, that's pretty simple. makemoneywithmike.com. Okay? Simple stuff. Simple stuff. That's easy to remember, and it also helps your brand. Okay? So my friends, that's what I got for you today. That's all I got. So if you guys have questions, and I know it was a little long-winded. My goal for you guys is, well, we also had to do this twice today too, because Zoom was not our friend today. It just wasn't. But my iPhone's my friend. So if you guys have questions, pop those questions in there now. And the goal every single week, guys, is going to be to have this about 30 minutes or less. I'm going to try. But sometimes I get going. Sometimes I just start flowing, right? Sometimes I just get going. And today was one of those days. But there was a lot of good stuff to cover today. Hope you guys had some takeaways. So pop some questions in there. Am I showing a different site? Not sure what you're referencing there, David, but I showed the sites relevant to NowOS. If you could be more specific, I'm not sure. Ernie, good question. Everybody pay attention. Okay. Ernie asks, is NowOS conference software going to be able to stream to Facebook? Ideally, yes. It will have all of the features that you have with Zoom. But here's an update on the conference software. When we first built out NowOS, when we first built out the system, we were going to have the conference software in the all-in product suite. There is very soon, there's going to be a coming soon tab inside of the NowOS all-in product suite. So we're going to let you guys know what products are being worked on and what's on the way. The conference software is one of them. That was supposed to originally be included in the all-in product suite. But as we got close, and this is kind of like I don't know how much information I can share, but there was one person on the dev team, one person on the support team that literally ran the conference software. Because the conference software, believe it or not, is not an easy thing to run. And it was run by one person. Well, that person does not work for GVO anymore. They don't work for the parent company. So we're trying to get another dev person onto the team that can run the conference software. As soon as that happens, you guys will see the conference software in the all-in product suite. So that's the deal with the conference software. So it is coming. Don't ask me for a date. All depends on hiring the right person and getting them up to speed and all that other stuff. But we will have conference software in there eventually, and hopefully it's going to do all the things that Zoom does. And I know before you could stream the conference software to Facebook. Now, Facebook is a whole different animal and it changes all the time. So, yeah. Anyway, Bruce asks, will NowOS blogs get more detailed and let me add articles? There is a lot that's going to happen with the blog pages. Again, so when we launched NowOS, we wanted to get basically the shell. Okay, we wanted to get the basic shell out. So let me share my screen here. I'll show you guys kind of what I'm talking about right here. So this is one of the blog pages that I set up right here. This is my demo blog page here. And obviously you guys got the articles right here. When you click on one article, you can see the other articles. It's really cool because you can go down here and people can share your articles and all that other stuff. What we needed to do was we needed to get this shell, we needed to get the foundation built first. So this is basically like the first phase of it, all right? And I've had a lot of questions on the blog page. Like, hey, Can we build it for SEO? Can we build it for AI SEO? Can we go ahead and set up other, if we wanted the lead capture to go to something else, if we wanted the lead capture to go to our own business, if we wanted to link other things on there, if we wanted to go in and make edits to the blog page itself, like all of those things, like we're literally taking in all of those ideas, and we're going to be down the road, we are going to be implementing some of those things, and we are going to give you guys more access. But again, one of the things that took the longest, and I'm just giving you guys details and data here, as we were building out NowOS, one of the things that took the longest was building out the blog page, because GBO and the whole team didn't have anything like that before. So they had to create, everything was built out on WordPress, and then it was all whatever the dev team did, all their coding and fancy stuff, I don't even know, to make everything a reality. So now, in order for you guys to be able to go and make changes on that stuff, we got to figure out the way to do that. Now, is there a way to do that? Yeah, of course there is. But we got to figure out, number one, how do we do it? Number two, how do we make it simple? How do we make it really, really simple so people don't screw it up? Do we make it more of an advanced feature? Do we have a pro level where only pro levels can do that? So there are more things coming to the blog pages. We are going to enhance some of the features, but we're still kind of getting through this initial rollout first. We wanted to get the whole foundation and frame and everything out to you guys first, and then we're going to circle back and address those things. Okay, so Ernie, one of the value bombs that I wanted to drop to you guys today was what Ernie just asked right now, which is, by the way, the new Marco Max feature that is going to be coming your way soon. I don't know when, but it's being beta tested right now, is the auto reply for your fan page. And let me just tell you that this is such an awesome feature. If you guys are familiar with ManyChat, okay, if you guys are familiar with ManyChat, what is going on with my page right now? This is literally going to change the game, okay? It's gonna change the game for you guys. And I'll show you guys like what I mean here, okay? So once your fan page really gets rolling and you have people that are commenting on all your posts, like right here, I mean, I did this post this morning or yesterday, it already has 177 comments. How much time is it going to take me to reply to 177 comments? That's a big waste of my time. But when you can set up, your auto comments, and literally you can see here all the auto replies that I have in there. I got Marco Max that's literally replying for me. You can see it right there, which is awesome. So it's literally replying to every single comment, and it's messaging every single person that comments, okay? So that feature, and I'll show you guys an idea right here. I mean, look at this. It sent 2,200 messages it sent for me, which is really, really cool. And again, guys, this is in beta testing. This is not live yet for everybody. It is coming live very, very soon. So if you guys are familiar with ManyChat, if you guys are paying for ManyChat, we know ManyChat can get very, very expensive. So of course, to add great features to, NowOS to make it easier for you guys to run your business, we wanted to have a ManyChat feature inside of Marco Max, and that is going to be coming soon. We're just working out some of the kinks, but I think you guys are going to like that a lot. That is an awesome, awesome, awesome feature that you guys are going to get access to. Okay, so hang tight, be patient with us on that one. That is, again, just more value, more features that we're going to be adding to ManyChat. So very, very, very cool thing right there. Okay, very cool thing. All right. Reading some of the stuff here. Let me see here. Hold on. Reading Brian's comment. It's a very long comment. Get back. Thinking back through the process, we go straight to adding a page. I didn't want to put in a support ticket. I was told it's done for you. Brian, what specifically were we told was done for you? I'm not. Does that have to do with your socials? I'm not sure. See if you can make that question shorter. Yeah, I know everyone's very, very excited about that auto reply feature, man. It's again, it's more value for the NowOS system, and the whole point of NowOS is so you guys don't have to go buying all these different tools and services, email autoresponders and video hostings and conference softwares and integration tools and things like ManyChat and stuff like that. You can literally have it all in one spot. You know, that's our goal. Just give you guys as much value as humanly possible, all under one roof. And when you guys start using it yourself, we'll probably open it up, you know, for a few more people to beta test it. But as soon as we have that ready, we will let you guys know. But I don't have a date. Don't have a date. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Yeah, Brian, I'm not sure if you're talking about Marco Max done for you campaign, LCS done for you campaign. I'm not sure. You can, and I don't know if you guys know this, you guys can actually link multiple fan pages to your Marco Max account. Yeah, you should definitely be able to, if you deleted them and trying to hook them back up, you should definitely be able to do that. If you can't, if it's giving you an error message for whatever reason, just hit up support. They could probably just reset it for you on the back end. But yeah, if it's anything to do with that, like a campaign not connecting or whatever to your fan page, to your Insta, support can help you guys with that. That should be basic stuff. Yeah, so Brent says the same thing. He had the same issue, deleted the connection, and then went back in and added the channel, and now it works. So, yeah, it is technology, guys, and sometimes it's it can be finicky. It can be a little challenging, but we work through it. You know what I mean? We work through it. So, anyway, all right, appreciate it, guys. Longer than I wanted to, but try to give you guys some real value. Again, some tangibles, some things that you guys can take with you today and start applying that today and getting better results in your business. So appreciate you. We'll see you guys right back here next Friday for another training. Keep the feedback coming in, guys. We love it. We're just going to try to make this the best system, the best community, the best tools and services for you guys to get out there and go kick ass, take names, and get results in your business. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot.